You're that type of golfer that wants to see that nice baby little draw. They can't seem to get it because they're fed up, as sick as seeing that awful slice time and time again. You've looked at different videos, you've looked at different golf tips, you've tried different things that you've been taught. A lot of golfers out there don't realise this fundamental to fixing a slice and seeing those baby draws more often. As most of you will know, the two concepts that we need to be looking at to fix a slice is the club face and the swing path. But the most important concept is the club face relationship to that swing path. The club face has an 85% influence of the driver over the direction of the golf ball. And we're all taught, close that stance to swing more in to out, try and hit more up on the golf ball. But there's one thing that they forget, and that one thing is your shoulder alignment. Shoulder alignment plays an overall 83% influence over the swing path. That is such a huge impact because no matter what happens, if you try and close that stance, and I see loads of golfers do it on the golf course, they try and close this stance because they think, okay, if I close this stance, I'm going to hit that draw. Not exactly, because if your shoulders are way open anyway, watch me here, if my shoulders and my feet are open like this, and I just decide to square them off or even close them like this, you can see here that technically my shoulders are even more open to where I'm aiming the ball. So it's just going to encourage even more curvature from left to right. So what I want you to do is forget the stance for a second and focus on your shoulder alignment. I'm going to square up my stance. I'm going to make sure I'm just in a nice setup. So what I want you to feel, you're just bringing this lead shoulder out more towards the ball and the trail shoulder is going to go back. So you can see there straight away from this camera, it completely changes my setup and where my head is on this driver shot. So if the lead shoulder's back and the trail shoulder's forward, encouraging that out to in swing path, you can see here my head's more over the ball, whereas with the driver we want to be behind the ball. So if I move this lead shoulder forward and my trail shoulder back, look what happens. This now can encourage us and allow us to swing more on the inside on the way back and on the way through. You may have seen another video that I did, how a lot of pro golfers out on tour have completely different swings. So you don't really necessarily want to worry about where the club head is going in the backswing. The key concept is where it's traveling on the downswing. I only encourage golfers to feel like they're swinging more on the inside when they do this shoulder position because it just encourages them to swing back on that plane to hit the golf ball and produce that right to left golf shot being a draw. But if you notice on camera when trying this that you are swinging a touch on the outside, that's fine, no problem at all. As long as you notice on the downswing you are coming slightly more in to out. Because if we have this shoulder alignment more open, it's really hard for me to make it go from the inside, so it's going to be even harder coming from this angle. I can't get the club behind me from here. I have to go this way. And when we go this way, we're encouraging that strike to be out the heel of the club. You can see there my driver's going well over and more downward into the golf ball, which we don't want. Which is why a lot of you may think, oh, I strike my irons like a god, but when it comes to the driver, it's no good. And that's why hitting more down the ball doesn't work with driver, but with the irons you can get away with it. The lead shoulder's going forward and close to the ball, trail shoulder's going back. I hit a little bit of a fade and that wasn't good, was it? I purposely did that. A lot of golfers, when they try this and they bring this shoulder forward and the right goes back, they swing more this way, but they encourage themselves to stay back on this foot. It's still really important that we're swinging through and transferring all our weight from our trail side of the body through to the lead side. Bonus tip, transfer the weight from the trail side to the lead side and trust it. And look at that there. I've hit a nice draw. I didn't change the setting on here to the 300 yard shot, which is why it's gone into the trees. I was playing a shot from 170, 180 yards away. But I crushed that, nice little draw, and you can see from the numbers here, very, very good results. Spin rate 2,400, very good, because I hit that one slightly out the toe. Go ahead, give us a try, let me know how you get on by commenting down below, and why not book a session with me down here at the Golf Projects. The links are in the description below. Thanks for watching.